Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Operating from the gun, Rich. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Black Knights nothing. Harrisville leaders to football.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the field position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that. From midfield, here's Tua. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Corum now on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 20-yard line.
Tua going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Operating from the gun, Rich. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Rich. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. More the motion man right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off-play action. Rich. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They overloaded that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Rich. And that is incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Taken in at the 22. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Buckley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Rich. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Drake Jackson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll go again with the Bannikin. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. Now Tua. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Up the middle. Here's Corum. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
That's complete right around the 8. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Flush to his right. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Seahawks kick over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Now they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Rich. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now 3rd down and very long. Being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He will find his man Chase complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
Oh, and that was a big-time hit right there. And receivers understand when they run into the danger zone, that's the expectation. Reaching the football, holding on, despite the discouraging type of a hit.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Tua going to run the sneak, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa in the final seconds of the first half. And the Black Knights have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Operating from the gun, Rich. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Back to throw. Rich. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Rich. He's got the connection to Moore. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up fourth down. Moore, the man in motion. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back to throw again. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Operating from the gun, Rich. That is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Murphy. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? and that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Eluding the pressure right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Tua going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Porter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rich. He finds his man complete. That's Porter. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Rich. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there, now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back out.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Corum.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And some room to roam now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final